speaks volumes there. So
Yeah, that was probably one of the craziest, most stressful, probably couple hours of my life because I'm sitting there like, this is my first race. If they tell me I can't race, I'm gonna lose it. And
you get there. Yeah, Brad said, yeah, he remembered that. He's laughing and sent a laugh in the comments section about it and stuff.
yeah, he remembers it. And if it wasn't for him and Ethan, like I said, quote me if I'm wrong, Brad. If I got the name wrong, quote me. It was stressful, but I was able to go out there and race for the first time. And like I said, I was young and dumb. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. That
I'll
was
be
my
honest
first
with
time.
you. Brad says it's best, and especially in any motorsports, especially like rough trucks, demolition derby. We definitely are dedicated in stupidity. It's just one of those deals.
Experience. They say you learn by experience. That's the best way to learn by experience. Just testing things out.
Yeah, I mean,
especially the day of the show.
Like I didn't know, like I said, at that time I didn't have a lot of money. I was practically broke. Not compared to now, but
right.
I didn't have a lot of money. I built that thing on a like legit budget. Like I probably had like I said, I traded him a toolbox. I bought some tires for it. A lift kit, like a used lift kit from somebody off of freaking whatever the heck I was using to buy off the time on a marketplace or something. I don't know. And I had a sponsor, but they didn't really want to help with anything. They just helped me get tires. But I went out there and raced and had a blast, and I was surprised I didn't break anything the first race. And slowly after like a couple of races, I'm sitting there like, why is the front of my Jeep got so much camber right now? My axle was smiling like hard. Like I had more camber than one of them Honda Civic people that like
that's stupid shit. Yeah, I know. Oops.
But that was before I knew, hey, if you want to race tough truck and you want axles to last, you gotta truss them. You gotta do all this extra stuff. And it was pretty much learn as you go. At that point in time, I didn't know anything. And then eventually, I was like, okay, this axle is not. I'm surprised this axle hasn't snapped, but I definitely need to replace it. That pretty much Robbie Williams. He's like, hey, he had me haul his tough truck he's like, hey, can you take my tough truck to your house and just keep it there for a little bit till I'm able to come get it? I think he had some issue with his trucker or the car he was driving. Okay. And I stored it there and I started sending him pictures. I'm like, yo, this thing is like effed, like bad. Like your tough truck's whole body's completely twisted. And there was so many other issues, and I started sending pictures, and then he's just like, man, that thing's too far gone. I'm going to have to let that thing go. He's like, do you want it? And I was just like, what? He's like, do you want it? And I'm like, well, he had a trussed front axle in it that he trussed himself. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it. I shit you not. I pulled the engine, transmission, transfer case out of it, left it to the side because Robbie said he wanted that. And I said, that's fine. I'll pull it for you. I pulled it. I pulled the axles out, the lift kit, everything else. And he let me keep the axle and I believe the lift kit, if I'm not mistaken. And he's like, hey, you could scrap the Jeep. And at that point, I didn't really have a car trailer.
Oh, nice.
So I'm sitting there like, I got to take this thing to the scrapyard, but I have no way of getting this thing on to anything. So I literally with the Sawzall cut this Jeep into 4 pieces.
Holy shit!
Been there, done that. I've done the Sawzall side and I've done the Torches side to cut cars in half or whatever.
Oh,
I literally cut this Jeep straight down the middle and then cut it sideways. And I ended up taking it to the scrapyard with like literally in the back of a pickup truck.
Oh damn!
And yeah, I think that was Jeepers Creepers 1. I don't know. I forgot what he named that thing.
Nice.
Look, yeah,
because I've learned with the Jeeps, like you just described. Definitely got to trust that front axle, and I've noticed a couple of my buddies that have them. When they do their cage and stuff, they tie into the unibody and everything. If it's going to tear the unibody, it's going to tear the cage and the plates and everything on it. So that's what we're doing with mine, is going to plate it and everything else. And I had a buddy give me an axle that's bent, but the trusses isn't bent on it. So I'm going to go get it and cut the truss off and truss my front axle on there that way. So I don't have to hopefully worry about having a smiley face when we're done.
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm surprised that axle I raced on never snapped. But it just kept smiling more and more, and I'm like, how are you even?
Exactly. Well, and especially where some of the courses you guys race at, you're really putting those front axles to the test. I'm surprised that you didn't snap it, especially like racing at Dennis Anderson's track and stuff.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Dennis's track is not. I mean, it's not like super terrible. Morgan's Corner Proving Grounds is probably the most brutal track that I've raced at. Like, really? That place is very unforgiving. Like, I can name this, and if any of the guys are watching, they can confirm. Morgan's Corner Proving Grounds, that track is no joke. That track hits hard, and it breaks tough trucks like that.
Yeah.
Ooh. That sounds like a couple of my local fairs. The way they build the track, everything breaks. Even our modified rough trucks, the pro trucks, they're so even rough on those.
Yeah, I remember we had an event at Morgan's Corner Proving Grounds. It was a couple of years ago. Shoot. All I know is we had, if I remember correctly, the number, we had 18 tough trucks show up. And everybody but me, but my tough truck and 2 other guys got away from that track with like nothing breaking. Everybody else broke their stuff on the track. And it was just like I said, that track it's rough. If you don't know what you're doing, you'll break your stuff. I mean, shout out to Adriana Dirt to the moon. She's raced there, and she shot Clifford, and I swore up it. And here's the craziest part. Okay, I know she ended up in the hospital after this. She hit. We were all lined up to do our pass to see who had the fastest pass or whatever. I was behind Adriana, and she was flying. And she came back and hit that tabletop, and she hit it way too fast, and she over jumped that tabletop.
Oh shit!
Super high and landed flat.
Oh.
And I'm sitting there like, I'm next, and I'm sitting there like, oh. Holy crap, there's an ambulance going over there. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Damn, man.
And I was sitting there like, man, and I got to go next. That really got my nerves in a bunch. I was like, oh, my God, I got to make sure I don't overshoot this jump because it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
I like some of the tracks up here. Most of the tracks that we have don't really have the tabletops unless you do like a monster truck show that they put on and stuff. Mm-hmm. But some of these fairs, it's like you're on a damn motocross track. I mean,
Yes.
literally, they're like skyrocket point. Let's point them,
Yep.
and we're gonna. You got if you don't crawl over them. I mean, you're going straight up, and you're coming straight down. But yeah, those tabletops I watched at one of the shows that I helped with last year for a monster truck show. The mod guys that were there for the invitation, they were scaring me the way they were clearing it. It's like, dude, if it wasn't as long as it was, some of them would have bottomed out hard. I mean, they were lucky the guy built a tabletop where they could hit it hard and it was long enough that they'd still catch it. But I've seen one of my good buddies actually broke his back at his hometown fair off of a small tabletop, and he flattened out in his mod and it broke part of his lower back and shit. And he hasn't been able to race since.
My God.
Yeah, you're killing me with that one. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it legit sounds like me when I was freestyling at Dennis's at Spring Sling. I pretty much, that Jeep that I raced, I call it Kaiser. Because it's pretty much that the old Kaiser Jeeps. I was like, I got to use that name.
Oh yeah, carry it on.
I started calling it Kaiser, and I'd been racing it. This would have been if I were to race it all season, this would have been the fourth season that I've raced it, or the fourth year. The thing was starting to show its age. The whole front end was starting to cave. The coil spring brackets and supports.
Was there anything left of them?
I mean, there's still a little bit left of it, but I mean, I was just like, yeah, I think this is going to be Spring Sling is going to be its last race, because it wasn't even going in a straight line anymore.
It sounds like he got his worth out of it.
He did. If you you go over to his Facebook page now, it looks like a rock crawler he's building it into.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I took it out to Spring Sling, and I already knew it wasn't going to do well because I'll just say this now. I had the motor held up with ratchet straps.
Oh shit!
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had taken it to an event for my buddy Briley Taylor. He has his own YouTube channel. 6 Feet Under Fab. He was like, hey, I'm having this Jeep and overlanding event down in Kinston, North Carolina. And he invited me like a year or so ago because he came by and bought a Ford 88 from me that I was selling. And he's like, hey, we have this Jeep overlanding event that we do every year. And he's like, when you want to come? And I said, I could try, but I can't guarantee. So last year I wasn't really able to make it. But this year I was like, you know what? I'll come out. I'll see what it's all about. And he's just like, well, you want to be a part of the show? And I was like, sure. He's like, I want you to come out. Would you mind bringing the Jeep out? Maybe we'll make a jump for you. And you could jump it as many times as you want. I'm like, oh yeah, thanks. I'm like, well, I was like, you know what? I was sitting there like, you know what? I'll come on out just to put on a show for people. And I went out there, and he had this like whole big, huge like Jeep crawling obstacle course and stuff. And I was sitting there like, I was like, well, I've taken this tough truck out to Uwari a few times, and it does surprisingly well because I have to rear weld it up, and the front has a locker. And I'm like, okay. So I went out there, and I did like every obstacle that I could, and I got over it. I got through all the obstacles except for one, because I'm on 31s.
Okay.
So it's not like I'm going to be able to do a crap ton. So I'm like, all right. And then we went out to do the show, and he's just like, hey, we're gonna do a tug of war real quick, and then do you want to go next? You could just jump your Jeep and for the fans and stuff like that. I'm like, sure, whatever. So he's like, hey, you're up, and I'm like, all right. So I did jump on him for this because he did make a jump, but immediately after the jump, I was landing in practically a mud pit.
Oh shit!
full of water, and I'm like,
I know
like,
Windows
whatever.
nothing. No Windows nothing in the Jeep either.
Nothing. I was like, oh well. And I was kind of an idiot, and I totally forgot to bring my helmet with me. And I was just like, well, if I die, I die.
I'm just sending it. It's like, fuck it, we're going. Let's
So I literally went out there.
in.
I didn't have a crap ton of space to do like a big jump like I wanted to, but I was able to get up enough speed to where I probably got about 10, 15 feet in the air, and it landed. And of course I landed right in the mud and water, and I just got sprayed like right in the face.
Oh,
and I'm just sitting there like, oh, this sucks. I can't see anything. And I'm like, finally, I freaking got my eyes open, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go do it again. I turned back around and went over there, and I did it probably about 3 or 4 times. Actually, yeah, 3 or 4 times, and at that point I was soaked, like in muddy water, and I was like, all right, that's all I'm gonna do for now. If you want me to come back later, I just gotta make sure everything's working and whatnot. So went back out there about 2 hours later, and they're like, hey, can you do it? You want to do it one more time? I said, dude, let me send this Jeep just like 2 more times. And it ended up being like 3 more times. And when I landed the 3rd time, I knew something was wrong. As soon as I landed, I'm like, what is that noise? And it was my and I noticed I had an exhaust stack, like a small exhaust tip for an intake that came out of my hood, and I noticed it wasn't sitting straight up; it was sitting cockeyed, and I'm like, I was like, oh no,
broke the motor mounts.
Oh no, I broke the block.
Oh damn!
So the block on the passenger side, where the bolts go in, the block broke off. There's no fixing that. You got to put another motor.
Yeah, that's a hello.
I was like, all right, guys, I'm done.
Main question. I mean, other than costing you a motor, it sounded like you had a hell of a fun time, though.
Yeah, it was a good time, and I mean, I got in there for free. I got free food, free anything, and shout out to Briley Taylor. Hopefully, I could pick him up as a sponsor. Maybe.
You heard that? You heard that here. Yeah, if you're on here watching.
If not, I'll send it over to him. But I am looking for sponsors. I currently do have a sponsor, which is my girlfriend, Sammy Marrow. She has her own dog grooming business. It's called A Dog's Journey Mobile Grooming, and she has been such a good help with just friggin'. She's awesome. I can't say anything more. She's been super helpful. She's always had my back, and she has helped me with some of the financial burdens of trying to race. So, and trying to build a Jeep. So I can't really say anything. She's been super helpful, and babe, if you're watching, I love you.
Well, that's another thing I've noticed too, that it's even with my guys here in Ohio, including myself and everybody I've had here on a guest. Man, it's awesome when you got that supporting significant other that is right there with you.
Sure.
Even if it's just to sit in the garage and listen to you cuss and scream at the vehicle while you're doing shit or smashing your hand or something don't go right. But it's nice to have that. I know some people that, and I'm sure you've had it too, they don't give a shit about their passion. And we're fortunate that we have people that are very supportive of our passion for the tough truck racing, drag racing, whatever you might be in. It is everybody I've been around or talked to so far, they've really got a supporting significant other, and it's awesome to see that. I mean, to get to help out.
She's been there. She was there at Spring Sling, and she she supported me the whole time and watched and videoed. And I mean, I don't know what I'd do without her. She's freaking awesome.
Oh yeah.
So what's it like? Now we're gonna get into this. Being around Brad and stuff. What's it like being around watching and helping work on a mega truck, man?
Oh, I know what that's referring to. I mean, how do I say it? I've been asked, hey, can you help me out with this or that? Or I think try to remember his name. I'm sorry, Jarrett Koch. He has his son has a mega truck that Brad and Phil pretty much completely redesigned, and I went over there to help them button that thing up for them, and they call it the aggravator, if I remember correctly.
Okay, yeah, I follow them. I follow them on Facebook and everything, man. That's,
I went over there and helped him button that thing up so they could get it loaded up on the truck and trailer and get some other stuff done. And but like being around Brad, like when with Brad's truck, like he has been talking about that thing and slowly building that thing for as long as I've known him. Like I remember when that green truck was literally just a green, like when I saw it was a green truck in the back of the shop.
right.
And to where it is now, it's freaking awesome. Like when he unveiled that thing, dude, I couldn't be more proud of him because I knew he had so much freaking time and money and a lot of money and effort in that thing. And seeing that thing and seeing him freaking go out there and freaking send it, it's freaking awesome. Like,
yeah. I mean, I've been looking on been following on Facebook and went back through the photos from when that thing first started, like you said, to what it was last year. When he went out and let that fucker hang out there and freestyling it and stuff. Can't wait to see him get it out this year when he gets back home and everything.
yeah, like I said, I can't, to be honest, I can't even remember where I met. I believe I met Brad pretty much at Dennis's in the races, and then I had him build a little the 4-point cage I brought up that we welded up in place. He had it. That's pretty much how I got to know him, was having him put that into a different Jeep that I was just kind of fucking around with, and pretty much we've been friends since, and just like back and forth, just freaking watching each other race, and then be like, yeah, and then going out to his little events at the compound where we just go mudding and
have a good old time.
Everything else, having a good old time.
Nice.
And then pretty much just going up from there. Same thing with little Phil. I mean, with Phil Hall Jr. I mean, I remember when we used to we called him Little Phil, because when I met Phil Jr., he was just a kid. I shit you not. He was
still
kid.
Just wet behind the ears.
Oh,
and then watching him go, like he's sitting there like, man, I'm gonna race with you guys one day. I'm gonna beat you guys one day. And he's beaten us.
He's done it.
Really?
He's done it.
Well, you got to see us up and coming.
Yeah, I remember you've been part of it.
He'd be like, hey, man, can I race your tough truck? Can I race your tough truck? And I'm like, man, here, take the keys and go. Go have fun.
Yeah, he was talking. He was talking out about on the show. He was going around asking people and everything else to do that and everything. I thought that was kind of neat, you know.
I remember how Wheeling Rock Road back in the day. Yes, that's what Rock Road. Yeah, that's where it was. It's been so long, Brad. I can't remember. It's been like 10 plus years.
But I mean, yeah, just the camaraderie between you, the Halls, and Brad. It's amazing to have, and Brad will be the exclamation point. And if I could get Mr. Hall Senior on here too, it'll really come full circle having the whole crew basically. Everybody's on the show. But yeah, I love this where you guys have been very supportive of this show, and I'm very appreciative
Yes,
you
sir.
guys come out here to tell your stories.
Likewise.
So one of my other questions is: one day, is there a mega truck in your future?
No, I don't
Oh,
have that.
man.
I don't have. I don't have that. I don't have that kind of money. I have a lot of responsibility. I have a mortgage. I have a house.
I get
I
it. I
mean,
understand.
trust me. I know
Adulting sucks.
Brad did it over a span of years, but I just ain't got that drive in me to do something like that. Tough truck racing is just. It's pretty much the thrill that I've been needing in my life because I felt like I wasn't really doing anything fun in my life back when I was in my 20s. After I got out of the Army, I was sitting there like, man, I gotta find some kind of crazy hobby. Like I was already into Jeeps long before I started racing. And then watching people race Jeeps and it really brought it out. I was just like, I got to do this. And it just went up from there. And in all honesty, I have thought about building a mega truck, but it's just, I just don't think
stay within the adulting budget that we can. I get it. I totally understand, man. I would love.
Like if I made a crap ton more money than I'm making, like I make decent money now. But if I made way more money, definitely, or I could just take out a loan and just go buy somebody's mega truck and go have fun with it. I don't know.
Right. I totally get where you're coming from. I was like me, that'd be like for me, the pro modified trucks or for tough trucks.
Yeah.
I ball on a budget, but balling smart, man. I mean, you can still have just as much fun. We just don't have the horsepower that everybody else has, but it's still to go out there and be able to hang out with your friends and go racing and stuff. That's what it's all about to me. So, and that's the same thing for you. But I mean, you too, for the mega truck side, I mean, you actually get to live it through somebody else's eyes in a way because of Brad. I mean, that's awesome there. Yeah, I understand the whole concept. Yes, they're not cheap. Even just I just curious on I got on Marketplace looking at their mega truck chassis. How just the chassis cage and everything itself with no axles, anything. You're still easy looking at 10 grand, and that's the bottom dollar I found so far. And that's just the chassis. There's nothing to it. You got to add the axles, your drivetrain, the body, all that stuff. So, but I mean, it's still neat to know somebody that's got it. You can still enjoy it at the same time. I mean,
watching them do it and watching them build it, and then just seeing them say, "Hey, I'm going to build a mega truck one day," and then 10 years later, he's got one. I couldn't be more proud. I mean, it's definitely been coming full circle as of late with that. But I mean, just seeing some of the stuff that some of my friends are doing, and like watching little Phil freaking grow up, and now he's kicking our butts out there. It's freaking awesome.
That makes it worth it in the long run, man. I mean, and that's like with me. That unfortunate one out of my 3 kids that's following in my footsteps in the motorsports world. I mean, my second oldest, she likes it and stuff, but it's just getting her over that. Once she gets behind the wheel and does it, I think it'll change her mind. But right now, she's just kind of on edge. My son, he's done it twice already, and he's already been chomping at the bit. So I'm like, well, at least I know they'll carry on one way or another when I'm not.
Definitely. That's freaking for sure. Oh, let me grab my charger before my phone dies.
Oh, you're good, man.
But yeah. Speaking of
Brad, the Mego for me was a dream to one day drive monsters, 10 years of work to do. It's a dedication with what I said. I love and miss tough truck racing. I miss signing up with everyone. It's my favorite group of people. Dude,
Tough truck community. I mean, it's not just here,
but it's everywhere. We got them out west. We got them in the
Yep.
Midwest. We got them here in the central Midwest, here in Ohio stuff. And then we got you guys. It's amazing following everybody on Facebook that I follow that races tough trucks. I mean, Pat, the guy gentleman, he's out of Oklahoma. The man will be 70 years old this year and still racing rough trucks out in Oklahoma, dude. So I mean, that right says something.
Exactly. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I'm like I said, I'm horrible with names, but Brad knows his name. The creator Twister, he's been racing tough truck for a long time, and he's I believe he's every bit in his 60s or 70s, and he's still out there racing. And it blows my mind.
It's amazing to see the what's out there still competing, and I mean competing like they're still young, and it's like, oh shit, the old dogs go whoop up on us young bucks, you know, the young dogs on the porch, and it's like, damn. But yeah, man, it's cool to see that.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, it gives hope for the next generation of things.
Oh yeah, that's what I told Pat. I said, you are a stable for the future of rough trucks. You can't put an age on anything. I mean, the man proves it going day in and day out at events all the time racing. So I mean,
yeah, that's his name. Thomas White, still out there getting it. So grateful for him letting me run Twister. Yeah, Twister, and I'm not gonna lie, and Brad knows this. That rig was no joke.
Yeah.
That rig had pissed off so many people that they changed the rules just so that he couldn't run it. Brad, you already know. And I hate to say it. I mean, and I hate to say it because I mean, I thought the rule changes were kind of stupid. I really did, but then we had rule changes earlier, like before Twister and stuff, and then we all pitched a fit about it, and then because they were letting other people run some other rigs and with like crazy stuff on it, and then we're like, well, hey, if they can do that, then we can do that too. So the moment that we start doing what those other guys were doing, then it's a freaking problem.
They're scared of competition. That's why. That's what it was. That's what it was. Somebody's buddy got butt hurt and said, well, we can't have this, so we got to do something about it.
Yeah.
See it all the time.
Trust me, Brad, I was sitting there like, I know Brad's gonna be pissed the F off about this. And he was. He's like, y'all are just mad because I'm beating y'all's asses and you guys can't keep up. And I mean, what's in the sad part is it's just like it was all how do I say it was pretty much just a group of people that were like, okay, well, we're going to change it back to the regular rules. I'm like, okay, well, what that doesn't really hurt me anything because my Jeep's stock and I'm running stock shit. So I mean,
right.
But they just kind of were like, they were just kind of like literally trying to go after Twister because they're like, oh, that's not fair. He's got long arms and a built motor and this and that. And I'm just like, y'all are just mad because he keeps beating y'all. Like, just stop. I mean, just let him race. And you know what? And the craziest part is he still raced that thing till he drove the wheels off of it up in Delmar.
Hell yeah, man. But and that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like, and it's all across the board in any racing. Like just now with the snot rocking and drag racing, LDR, Brett Wasella.
Only had good suspension, old motor, was nothing special.
Nothing so yeah. But that's like the LDR. They just changed the rules on the Coyote motor for him just here a month ago, and they ran him out of the circuit just because he was beating them in drag racing. There's people bitching and whining about it, and they ran him out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I remember, like way back in the day when I first started tough truck racing. They didn't really have any like they didn't really, I wouldn't say stupid rules, but they didn't have like any specific rules of what you can run and stuff. We had a guy, if I remember correctly, he had a turboed Cherokee. He went out there and stomped everybody's ass. And next thing you know, oh, you guys can't have turbos unless it's factory equipped.
What?
Yeah, there is that, but yeah, that is something. No, somebody actually went a different route and added a power adder to go racing. You don't see that in tough truck racing, you know. Most of the time, if it was allowed, you could run the nitrous bottle. That was about it.
Oh.
Yeah, we had
and then they got away from that stuff.
I don't remember his name, but oh yeah, I'm not gonna say it out loud. There was a guy, he got caught too. He got banned. He was running nitrous in his tough truck, and I already knew because he blabbed a little bit to me about it, and I'm like, dude, they're gonna find it. They're gonna see it. He did it. He did his damnedest trying to hide it, but he finally got caught. But I'm not going to mention his name because if I mention his name, it's just going to irritate me because I don't like the guy.
You're good, man. But yeah, I mean, with the playing field you guys got, because I've looked at the rules for your class and stuff, it's a pretty level playing field. It's all comes down to the damn driver.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's what it is, mainly.
If you know what you're doing, I mean, like I said, like I don't run anything special. I mean, I run like my Jeep had a 4.0, and the only thing I really done to it is I had the computer tuned. I had swapped a 4.7 V8 throttle body onto it, and that was a task in itself. And because you went from like a 56 millimeter to a freaking 70 millimeter, and tuning that computer for it, it was a huge difference, and it definitely woke it up. But I mean, I'm not running anything crazy.
Can't forget the bathroom fan, forced induction, and K&N intake. He said.
Can't forget the bathroom fan. I know you're talking about.
Oh shit, man!
Oh my god, I'm surprised you remember that, Weiss. Yeah, so the guy that I'm not going to mention, I shit you not. He had I gotta look. He had a bathroom fan hooked up to freaking cold air intake, blowing air into the intake manifold, but it wasn't blowing, like, how do I say it? It wasn't moving enough air to even make a difference.
Right, but still, though, the concept of putting a bathroom fan on that is crazy.
Holy shit, man!
I'm reading Brad's comment now. A full transparent affected me. I was bummed as fuck because I feel it was tight, still is. I just didn't hurt. Yeah. You got a point. But yeah, like the whole bathroom fan, that was hilarious.
Yes, great.
I'd have probably pissed myself laughing if I'd have seen something like that in person.
Oh, I saw it, and I'm sitting there like, I'm sitting there because he opened it up, and I said, "What the hell is that?" And the driver wasn't around the Jeep. One of his buddies was showing me, and I was sitting there like, "Are y'all serious right now?" That's okay.
Shit, man.
It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it
So
didn't even move enough air to really
Make a
do
difference.
anything.
yeah,
No.
those things ain't very powerful enough to do much of nothing other than blow the dust off the air filter, and that's about it. If you're
That was
lucky.
about it. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So goals
Great.
for this year.
Hmm.
What do you have? What do you have for goals for this year since spring sling's done? Is there at least a couple more races with the new tough truck if you get it done, or is there going to be more spectating on your side if you're
I'm
available?
probably going to spectate more than likely over the summer. I do want to. I want to debut the new tough truck at North versus South. That's in September. Usually, I try not to do a lot of things over the summer, mainly because it's hot.
I was gonna say you guys get the humidity and shit like we do in Ohio. It gets muggy, everything else. So.
Oh yeah, we get hit pretty hard, but usually in the summertime, I don't do a lot. If there's a race, like we had a race, I remember at Morgan's Corner, literally in the middle. It was August or July, and it was probably the most miserable day because it was 100+ degrees, and it was bad when we're out there on the track, we're waiting to race, and we're literally just sitting in the shade next to our tough trucks because it's that hot.
That's a miserable day. Just for
Yeah.
racing. That makes it miserable. Man.
I've learned my lesson just to stay away. Like I'll if there's like an event somewhere in the summertime, I usually skip it. I'll just go spectate. But I don't do well in heat. So
I don't blame you.
But my goal is to at least have my new tough truck ready for North versus South.
Nice.
And hopefully get to I know there's a few other events that are still popping up, like it's called the Farm in Uwharrie, North Carolina.
Okay.
That's a fairly new track. Mike Wittek, he went out there and he won the whole thing. Pretty much I want to try that track out. I saw the track layout and I like it, and it's about 4 hours and some change from me, but I'm used to going to Uwharrie National Park anyways because I go wheeling out there all the time.
Okay.
But, it's just a little bit of a hike, but I wanted to go, but I knew it was the weekend after Spring Sling, and I was like, I'm retiring Kaiser at Spring Sling because that's where I started at with Spring Sling with Kaiser, and I was like, I'm going to retire it at Spring
Finish
Sling.
it there.
Yeah.
Understandable.
So, hopefully I'll have it ready before. Like I said, hopefully have it ready because most of the hard works. I wouldn't say most of the hard work, but a lot of the most difficult work is already done with the new tough truck. I just have to get a drivetrain into it and then get the axles into it and finish up everything else.
So basically, in a way, I look at it kind of the little stuff to get it to where it needs to be ready to functioning and everything else. I'm looking forward to seeing the debut, and maybe after the North versus South, if you get to run it, maybe I can get everybody up here, get Will Phil up here, get Brad because he should be home by then. Get us all up here, and we can have a Monday or Thursday night, whatever ends up working for everybody. Get everybody up this fall, and we can talk about the race season for all of us, including myself, and we'll just have a good old time.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Johnny, you got any questions for Josh?
Dude, no, I joined a little bit late tonight. I apologize for that, but hearing how far you've come through with events and getting through, man, I'm glad to see it, man. I'm glad to see y'all are doing something great out there. I know it's not really a question, but as far as comments go, keep doing what you're doing.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Josh, I want to thank you for coming up. Do you got anybody else you want to shout out besides Brad, your girlfriend, and the Halls? Anybody
I
else you'd like to shout out
want to
before we
do a
wrap up?
shout out to my fabricator, Stephen Taylor. He is probably he's the best fabricator that I've had. Other than Brad, I mean, I've had Brad do some stuff for me, but Stephen Taylor's, he is, like I said, if it wasn't for him, there's actually wouldn't be a lot of people in the tough trucks right now, because he has helped build countless tough trucks.
Nice.
He's over at Taylor. His company is Taylor Motorsports, but he just does it out of the garage in his backyard, and he does all this fabrication. The stuff he does, like I can't say it enough. I mean, that Dana 30 underneath Kaiser, that thing is 4 years old. 4 years old. And that thing is still straighter than the Arrow. The ball joints are now finally freaking breaking out of that thing, because now it looks like it's. I thought I finally bent that axle. No, it was the ball joints pretty much on their way out, and now it's smiling just a little bit because of that. But
Nice.
he's built my, I call it my indestructible axle, and I have had and I'm going to be honest with you, the only thing that I've had break on that axle is spider gears before I switched to a locker.
Mm-hmm.
And just recently, it wasn't really wasn't the axle housing related, but my, the driver's side axle shaft finally snapped, and those were stock. I've never broken an axle shaft since I've been racing Kaiser, and that's the first time I did it, but that was because I sent them.
Oh, yeah, you'll have that, man. But yeah, I really appreciate you coming up. You have a great rest of your week. I will stay in touch. We'll definitely do this again, like I said, in the fall. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody in the chat. You have a great evening, man. I'm going to go ahead and drop you down, and we'll get this wrapped up. Thank you again for being able to come up tonight, even after our little technical difficulty. Originally supposed to have been Monday night, but it's all good. We got her done. Good luck, and look forward to talking to you again.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. Bye. Thank you all for tuning in. Brad, everybody, Chris. By the way, Chris, if you've seen on his comment, I would love to message you. I'd love to have you come up on the show as well. Brad, when you come home, get your stuff going. You'll be able to race. I'd love to have you here too. Thank you, everybody, again in the chatters box for the support. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tomorrow night, I'm probably going to have my Wally's Motorsports World, where we're in the shop just talking everything motors. Previous guests that I've had here, I will send a link out if you guys are free for an hour or so or whatever time. You're more than welcome to come up and just shoot the shit with us. We usually hang out.
I like to be on time too.
Yeah, Johnny, you're fired. You're in timeout, fucker. No. But no, I really appreciate the support here for this show and everything else, and Johnny for being a co-host when he actually is on time.
Hey,
but yeah, like I said,
brother.
Everybody have a good evening. Night, Pat. Thank you again, man, for being in the chat, and thanks for coming up last week with Morgan and stuff. But yeah, I appreciate you all. Like I said, tomorrow night's Wally's Motorsports World. Saturday is our main stable of the network, the Nonsensical Nonsense. We open the door for everybody to come in, have a good time, hang out, shoot the shit for 6 hours, and just have a blast. I am working on trying to get a guest for Monday night and next Thursday as well. If not, we will just catch up on the motorsports happenings through the weekend, everything else. But we'll work on that. Tuesday night, it's Glick's House of Music. Wednesday night is Glick's Comedy Lounge. Then we're back here again for, like I said, Thursday for Speedway Stories. Like I said, I'm going to work on trying to get some more people to come up if they can and everything else. I really enjoy doing this. Really enjoy hearing the stories. Make sure you smash that like, share, and subscribe if you're enjoying the motorsports stuff and all the other shows. With the links down there in the bottom, hit them. Also, if you want to support the channel, and the shows. You don't have to, but it's there. It's Glick13. It'll help us out in the long run. And make sure if you get a chance, watch the replays of the shows. We're on all social media platforms. Hit the like and leave a comment in them for the algorithm and stuff and what you guys really enjoyed. Just let us know how we're doing and everything. I appreciate y'all. You all have a good evening and have a great weekend coming up. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Johnny, you have a good one, buddy. I'll see you later.
Good one, brother.
Bye.
I'll see you later.